Hey guys, Rattling Ghost. Welcome to my channel. Sorry, excuse me, I've got a bit of a flu. This is a 1969 Mustang Hot Wheels that I will be restoring. It is made in Malaysia. As you can see, the undercarriage of the car is quite damaged. The paintwork as well, it's got like a reddish maroon-ish like a color. It's only got one pin at the bottom. I tried initially using my hand drill. It takes forever. So I just switched to my battery powered Ryobi, and this is what I use, the 256 step and drill set from Dubro. There's like literally one shop that I could get it here in Joburg, and got it for a decent price, so I'm quite happy with them. I'll leave a link to the description as well in the bottom. You can go and check them out. They've got all kinds of goodies. They've got models. They've got all the tools that you're going to need if you are into restoring these old cars. So guys, here I'm just basically drilling out the post or the rivet as they fixed it in the factory just before it came out of the factory. Like I said, this took me a long time. So I actually just ended up using my electric or my battery powered hand drill. Guys, so this was basically just before I tried to remove the paint with some heavy duty paint stripper from Smith & Company. My windshield stays broke off, both of them eventually. So I just left them off. It doesn't look too bad at the end of the video. You'll see this is basically just me showing you guys after I've drilled it out and I've tapped it with a 256 tap, and this is what I'm using, the Smith & Company heavy duty paint stripper. It took quite a long time. I left it on there for probably about 45 minutes, and it didn't actually work that good, but it eventually came off. So I'm quite happy with that. I think after my second attempt I'll get better at this. So guys, there's still a little bit of paint left, as you can see, but most of it was removed with the paint stripper itself. There you can actually see both of the windshield stays or beams has been broken off, so I just decided to leave it as is. Alright, so this is after a bit of sanding, actually a lot of sanding, and I just used my artist knife and just scratched in between the panel lines just to make it more out there and to get the overall shape of the car looking better. But I must say, after the sanding for quite a bit of time, it came out looking quite nice. The metal underneath the paint was still in very good condition. There's a little bit of scratches, a little bit of dents, but on the end you didn't actually see it. Alright guys, so now we'll have to do it, and we'll have to take it off to the primer. And I use the soft or the fine surface primer from Tamiya. It is very fine. This is the white one. I prefer the grey one. It shows you more of the dents, but I must admit the white one is very good for this purposes as well. Alright, so this was after painting it. There was a bit of the paint that has come off here at the front of the windshield, as you can see, the front part of it, but overall the primer came out looking quite nice. At the end, I didn't spray inside the car. I did it at a later stage. I didn't show it in the video. Then I actually masked off the front headlights, but it didn't come out quite the way I wanted to. I couldn't cut small enough masking tape circles, but I ended up using masking tape also from Tamiya, and I just basically covered up the rear of the Mustang where the lights were situated, there by the boot area, and the front lights, the front headlights. I wanted to leave it white, but I didn't it didn't actually come out looking that great. This is just the undercarriage. You can see it's 2006. As I said in my previous video, you guys must tell me what year model it was. I just masked off the front panel of the car, left that black or painted it black, and then I just painted in super silver or spray painted the undercarriage. This was just basically the windscreen was still in good condition. I just washed it with some washing liquid or some dishwasher liquid, and the inside of the vehicle, the interior, was also just washed with the same dishwashing liquid. It actually looks quite nice. The seats are quite nice. There's like a nice bottle that sits behind the seats, and then you've got the big subwoofers at the back. So yeah, it did turn out looking quite nice after the primer and the initial spray paint on the undercarriage of the car. Guys, if you're into this, please leave a nice comment, and please subscribe to my channel as well, as I do need subscribers at this stage, and I really want to bring you guys all of my restorations and modifications that I do. So please leave your comment down below and check me out. So this was basically the tires after removing it. That was quite a bit of a mess actually to remove it. I just painted the mags red, a deep red, Ferrari red color, and eventually just had to put them back into the undercarriage of the car. Now when you on the new Hot Wheels cars, there's actually there's like stays or clips where the wheels go into. You must be very careful not to break that off. So I decided to spray the car in a metallic Ferrari red, and she came out looking quite nice. I'm quite happy with the spray paint, and there I am just removing the masking tape from the back, and after this video has finished, I basically just painted the rear lights in the red that it is on the original car. So yeah, I'm just removing it. Like I say, the front headlights I also did the same, masked them off, but it didn't came out looking quite nice, so I just sprayed over it again after making this video. But the back part for the worst of it, it didn't look bad. I just cleared some of the overspray that I'd done, but and then I just colored in the brake lights afterwards. So guys, I'm looking at also restoring some Gorgie models. I've got a Morris Mini number 2, I think it's a number 227 or 226, one of them that I'm also restoring. And then I've got a James Bond, or not actually James Bond, but I've got the Aston Martin DB4 that's also coming in the post. So I'll be also restoring those for you guys to see. And the Gorgie models that I've got is actually very old models. It's the Morris Minor is like 65 to 68, and I believe the Aston Martin is basically the same age. So they about 30 odd years, something like that they are old. So the models are still in very good condition. So please check out my channel and hit that notification bell as well, so you guys can be updated every time I load a new video on. So basically with the windshield stays or whatever post that has been broken off, I just added a little bit of Tamiya glue to the inside or the top of the windscreen itself, so that it would just stick in position, otherwise it kept falling down. There was actually a part where it did fall down after I did this, and but eventually it stayed in there nice and proper. See, there it drops out, and then I just had to replace it again. But after doing this a couple of times and holding it in position, it actually stayed in position the way it should. Alright, so now it's basically just fitting the interior of the car. Nothing has been done to this. I don't really look at restoring the inside or repainting the interior. Especially on the Gorgie models, you want to keep them original as such. On the Hot Wheels, there is some of them that I have got that that I will do that, and I want to also add some details to some of my models that I'll do in later stages. And this is the part that we need to fit the wheels, and we need to fit them back into the undercarriage of the car. Now, like I said to you earlier, there's basically on the newer Hot Wheels cars, there's like a clip. I don't know if it's plastic or it's metal, but please be very careful when you do this, because you might end up breaking it off, and if you break it off, you'll have to super glue it in position, or you have to glue the wheels in position, and I don't know if that's going to be the best way to do it. Yeah, you can actually see me struggle to get it in. I didn't get it in, so I basically cut the video, and I went off camera and I just positioned it, and I just opened the clip a little bit more to get it in. Eventually I got it in position, I closed it up. But like I say, if you guys do it at home, please be careful that you do not break that clip, or the position or the clip that I altered in position, because otherwise you're going to be ending up with a car that you can't use, or you'll have to super glue or make another frame to get your axle in position on that. Alright guys, so this was me after I basically fitted the wheels again. You can see the clips there, and that's what I'm talking about. They are very fragile, so if you do break them off, you are screwed. So please make sure that you do that very carefully. Alright, and there is basically it. So we've got the car assembled, I've got the tires painted, the undercarriage painted of the car. It looks epically good compared to the first one. On the Gorgie models, I'll actually, at the end of the video, I'll show you before and after of the car. And I've got some parts coming as well, because I need a new windscreen, my new tires for both the Gorgies that I want to install. So please do check them out as well. There actually, the wheel actually came off again. I had to redo it again. The axle came out of the undercarriage, and I had to redo it again, but eventually I got it fitted. I used that screw because it was silver, and afterwards I decided to use a smaller screw, and that's more flush. It's a black one, but it came out actually looking much better than the one I had initially in. So yeah, I'm just struggling to get the screw back in. But like I say, I actually removed that afterwards, and I just put a flush screw in that sits flush to the bottom of the undercarriage of the car. So guys, this is it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for tuning into my channel. If you do like this, like I said, check out the links in the description. I'll leave all the instruments and tools and sprays and whatever that I use, I'll leave there, and you guys can check out my channel, and please like and subscribe and share this video. This is Heya Guys signing off. Be good to your neighbors.